All right, welcome to No Bravado Bites. I'm here with my barber, Chris Cutter, and today we're going to discuss a topic that you guys posted in the group actually, and it is why do men have babies, will have kids, but look at marriage as too big of a commitment, but don't look at having children with a woman as too big of a commitment. So this is Barbershop Bites, and my barber has got an opinion and a half. So I wanted to pick his brain and see what he must say. So, Cutter, what do you think about that one?
Well, I think the marriage nowadays are a bit, for some men might be overrated.
Why?
Because as society shows that most relationships don't even last long.
Right.
Like a marriage. So I know so many persons who got married and 2 years it's over.
Okay.
But sometimes we go into things where we don't do the homework properly.
Right.
Or in other words, thoroughly.
Yeah.
So marriage in today's society is more like a novelty because it wears off in the state.
But why do you think that is? And I guess the question is, why do we go in and have sex with women, as in, well, not we, but men? Why do men have sex with women unprotected, happy to make the woman the baby mama, but then come up with things like marriage is a novelty, it don't last? But what do you think is going to happen when you have these kids?
Well, the first thing we have to look at is that men don't just have sex with women, it have to be two parties. One, attraction.
Right.
Two, just spare the moment. Both parties are responsible. A man knowing he's supposed to protect himself.
Right.
Because if he's not thinking about, like for a woman, if she meet a man, for most women, if she meet a man, she's gonna think what kind of man he is, what kind of plans you have. They didn't see himself 5 years, because women is always thinking that. So women more objectives are security.
Right.
So she find a man she feel comfortable with, or she saying that it's a nice guy, he look good and smell good and this and that.
Right.
Then it leads to other things.
Right.
So men don't just meet women and have sex randomly like that. I find it very sexist to say that. I don't know, man, but it's not like that.
All right.
You are responsible for giving me yourself. I am responsible for giving you myself.
Right.
But it's just male and female, we want to call it a fantasy or a fetish. So attraction leads to other things. But then we don't stop and think. So most men, for most you men, what you need to start to do is to think like a woman, act like a man. So that way you find out and you understand the woman's emotional mindset. Then you will know the person. If you don't know that, you can't know the person.
But then wouldn't the same thing apply for marriage then?
No.
Because that's the reason why marriages don't last, is because we don't know each other well enough. Or you think it's a novelty?
Marriage is a very important thing. It solidifies, it validates man and woman together. Right. And it makes sense. It's an example, whereas if you have kids, or after kids, whatever, it is an example to show, listen, commitment, which is very important. Yeah. But nature have a way of changing things. You might be infatuated with me, oh my God, no. And then after a year or two, you're not feeling me. Likewise with a man. A year or two or three, I'm not feeling her. I never see this side, because you women, not pointing the finger, not stereotyping.
Sound like you.
Most of you women,
yeah,
we have to spend time to understand the mood swings and to see if we can cope with all of that. Just like you women have put up our boisterous behavior, and that might not be you. So everybody question each other while we're in the relationship. And sometimes questioning lead up to 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. You're like you're looking for one main thing to give you that, yeah, I'm going to marry her. You understand?
So you can't figure out if you want to marry somebody in 6, 7 years?
You can. You can't at the start of the relationship when it's nice. Oh my God, he's such a nice guy and opened the door for me and he this and he that and X, Y, Z.
Right.
But that go through the window for some of us.
Why? It's my question, I guess.
No, because people just change. You can't point a finger and say, all right, this is why you change.
Right.
Because sometimes expectations change things. All right. Or you say you was gonna go for this job, but you end up doing that job. It can be so much different factors in them. Women like to look beautiful. And nothing is wrong with it because we like to see a natural woman like beautiful all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes that beauty costs the man money. And sometimes that beauty costs the man to do overtime. Sometimes that beauty costs the man to do stress because in his mind, everything that he's thinking of is to please his woman.
Right.
But it comes with stress. It works the next way around. I know women who work hard to maintain and please their man.
Right.
But sometimes that becomes too much. Then you find out, is this the woman we really got married to?
Yeah, but then why isn't it the same thought process when it comes to having children? Because it seems like children come about a lot easier than marriage does. So the same thought process that you just broke down, why isn't it the same thought process before having a child?
Having a child can be several reasons. Not using any protection. Get carried away. The thing too sweet. Never withdraw quick enough. We never plan for this, but some men who are naturally dads, they will say, no, I'm going to look after the child.
Right.
Some men in love with them kids, but not in love with the woman. Some men in love with the woman, but not with the kids. So if we are not married and we have a child together, let me give you an example. And I love you. So you find that I love you more than you love me. Then you and I fall out. So you have some man just disregard the kid because I'm fall out with the woman.
Right.
And you have some man fall out with the woman but don't fall out with them kids.
Yeah.
No. That in itself come with a different whole topic that. Because it's a historical, it go right back to history.
Well, tell us about it. Talk to me.
No, we want to cover the marriage part before we go to that part.
Right, because to me, it's still not answering the question.
No, that's why it's not a question. You can just answer it. We have to go into the ear stack and find the needle and say, oh shit, how long does this?
Right.
Marriage, it's gone overrated. It gets expensive. Most women want, oh my God, a Cinderella marriage. Most men don't have that financial backing to back that marriage. But him in himself wants to please the woman so much that him just to be real and tell her because no one disappoint her. Again, some people marry because of marriage sake. Because it sounds good and it look good, my husband and my wife.
Right.
But we not conquer the basis of love for each other. And that is a very important thing. If we conquer the basis of love for each other, then marriage shouldn't be a problem. It just solidified that you is my wife and your husband, and this is us now. And yes, but does that make us a better person in a relationship? No. It only confirms man and woman committed to each other on a piece of paper. But it's what's going on in both parties' head.
That's important.
Very important.
Right. Okay. Because in my mind, I think it's because men are more protective of their finances, so they feel like if the relationship doesn't last, they might lose all of what they've built up. And that's what the block is.
That can be a part of it too. That can be a contribution to it. Because if I want to get married to you, Trish,
yeah,
I know you have loads of friends and families. I can't facilitate them with a little piece of money we have. So I will say to you,
I don't
Trish,
have loads of friends in her.
What other people know you?
But they wouldn't be at my wedding.
I would say
they
Trish,
would not be at my wedding, I tell you that.
If we're getting married, very small wedding.
Yeah, I will do that now.
But you is one of many. Others might not agree with that. Alright, one of my friends get married in wedding costs £30,000 to £35,000.
It's a deposit for
Another one costs another 50 grand. Right? They're still together. But I'm looking on the bank account side of things.
Yeah.
Not because you get married, the bills are still gonna drop through the door.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
You understand? So what is important? Very small wedding.
And a longevity.
10 of your closest friends then.
Yeah.
Apart from your mother and sister, when I put them in the equator, there's 10 of your very, very close are 5. And your husband to be might have the same. Now, if you think about pleasing other people about this wedding, they'll tell everybody to come and give you £500 towards the wedding. If you have 2 or 3 course meal plus alcohol.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it costs money to get married, and then someone will just change. Spoil the whole thing, because that was not what we were talking about. We lose the essence of it.
Right.
So it comes so cold now. So why am I married to you in the first place? And it turned into a different argument, and the whole thing just spiral, and you gone that side, me gone. But they will say, what? And last week she should get married. She get married to Chris last week, so the wedding mash up. Finance, because everything going on. There's a lot to take into consideration as not just the man, but as both parties. And women always want that Cinderella wedding because it's a bragging right. Oh my God, you look so beautiful. Oh my God, no.
Right.
Oh my God. And the man's like,
and it's costing him.
He might think about the money where I leave, the mortgage, the car, the insurance, the life insurance, the food, the kids' future, university, XYZ. The man I think about it. A responsible man
is going to think about
that. And when he turned to you as my wife, babes, when I say we have this, I said, but it's my moment. Not our moment, you know. It's my moment.
Right.
Not our moment. And then that just start to put him off. But guess what he will do? He will still go in and do it, but he's not happy. And it rides and rides and rides till
marriage busts up.
It turned an argument. Because guess what? Now, the mortgage inflation of mortgage gone up. If you used to pay £600 a month, it gone to 900.
Yeah.
Yes, salary not increase. There's a lot of things to take into consideration. But for most women, don't see that.
Right.
Most men don't see that either. So, small wedding, nobody lose.
Right.
Big wedding, some point you might end up lose. Because if me and you break up, we don't want to look back on the 50 grand we spend on the wedding and say, why? Me and Chris is not together anymore, so here what? Could I do that £25,000 right now? You know? We spend on the wedding. But if we went to the registration office, put your name down, spend a little money, sign the paper, and you kiss the bride, and then we'll probably go to TGI Friday or whosoever. With the guests and we have a nice meal, and we sit down and laugh and say, "Date, we have enough money, let's go to the Maldives." When I feel the stress. Because I can't afford the plane flight and the hotel accommodation. I'll come back and say, darling, you know, I love you so. Oh my God. You understand?
Yeah.
Because the money is in the account.
Right. So you think the money causes stress?
Yes.
And the stress is what breaks up the marriage?
Yes.
And that's what?
Part of it, yes.
Part of the reason?
Yes.
Okay, so what else is there?
Sometimes marriage and we don't make the right decision. We do it on impulse.
But it's the same with having kids.
All right.
Because if you're saying that you could just get carried away by having kids.
Having kids.
Just because, alright, you got caught up and...
You have to... Alright, if you're a sensible person, man and woman.
Yeah.
Because we have to generalize.
Yeah.
As a sensible person. If this woman in my life, I can see that she have a mother, what do you call it? Say a mother figure about her.
Yeah.
I can easily say to myself that this woman is ready to carry my child because I can see parenting.
But that's a commitment as well, bigger than the marriage.
Yeah. But it goes back to what I said earlier. Most men fall in love with the woman, but not with the kids. So when the relationship turns sour, I'm gone.
And they just don't look
back. And I have no contact with the kids.
Yeah.
Most men have love for the woman and in kids. Even if man and woman break up, him still get 100% for your kids.
Yeah.
But then you have some women who know that and change the kids' mind against them father.
Yeah, and use them as
so good fathers don't get recognition, only bad fathers.
That's a good point, yeah.
Only bad fathers.
Okay, so No Bravado, Does that answer the question? And Chris wants to touch on Diane Abbott quickly. So what's your thoughts around all of that?
Diane Abbott, we love you. And we love you. You are one of us, irrespective of position, because we understand how your parliamentary position works. A lot of us as black African people would like to see you do something for the black communities, which we know you can't do it because of your whosoever. But any remark you want to make over the years, Diane, that have no importance. What is important is this moment. Because if somebody can say they never eat all black
women,
that include my mother, I know.
Yeah,
my sister,
right.
my daughter, I know.
That's
my
right.
missus, my grandparents, my ancestors all the way. And that's a very deep statement.
It is.
You understand?
It's interesting because we posted her, and a lot of, like, someone came to me and was like, "I'll take this picture down," because I put her up as my profile picture, and another black woman comes to me and said, "Take it down because you don't know the type of person that she is." And then there's another idiot that's got a program on TV, and she's saying that the man wasn't racist and that Diane Abbott's a mess. So we've got black people who are actually defending that statement. What do you say to them? What do you think that's about?
Yeah, another thing, we have to try and understand that it's not everyone who look like us is us. Some of us have a thing named Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome is a syndrome that means pre-slavery time, when the master, the so-called master, he will have a particular African who will call him slave.
Yeah.
And he will have him as like as a sidekick. And he will treat that sidekick like lower than a dog. He will beat that African. He will humiliate that African, but that African is so like that. It's like a dog then. Put another word in.
Yeah.
If you tell your dog not to go outside, and the dog go outside, and then you slap the dog, 2 or 3 minutes later, that same dog come right back to you at your foot, you know.
Yeah.
That is very example of what's called a Stockholm Syndrome.
Right.
So most of us as black African people have Stockholm Syndrome that passed from generation, from slavery right back about predates today.
Yeah.
Most of us love our masters. And most of us will always be faithful to our masters.
Right.
That's why we cannot say things about our people in that aspect. Because someone will go back and talk.
Yeah.
Even if it's for the betterment of our race and the generation after us.
Yeah.
These are the kind of African people who will try to hold us back because of fear. And Stockholm Syndrome is a fear factor. It drives fear. So I don't want to step out of line with the master, because if I step out of line with the master, I might not eat. I might not have my house. I might look upon as the worst thing. So I will do whatever it takes to compliment the master, so the master can always compliment me.
Right.
So it's a part of Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Chris, for your input. I'm gonna make this a regular session, you know, because every time I come to get my hair cut, I'm coming with my camera and my tripod. Anyway, No Bravado Massive. Well, thank you for tuning in to No Bravado Bites. This is our lovely Chris Cutter, and we'll see you soon. Peace.